Dr. John Yelnick seems so happy. A small-town dentist with a beautiful wife and kids. At work, he cleans, he caps, he kills the pain. But don't let his pearly white smile fool you. Festering just below the surface of his life is betrayal and jealousy that's about to burst into murder. John Yelnick, DDS.
Can you give us some more nitrous? And then also check up on the other patients. We're gonna be here for a bit.
Sure.
Thank you.
A Blairsville boy, born and raised.
Is this Jenner? Open wine?
Oh.
Hey, hello, little lady. How are you doing?
He was really an old-fashioned kind of guy, very smart, very funny. He had a very quirky sense of humor.
How does this look on me? Does this look good on me?
Luckily, he's already found his dream girl, 25-year-old divorced mom, Michelle Kamler.
Hey.
Hi.
What are you doing here? You brought me lunch?
Lunch for you.
Can't believe it.
Me, I guess.
And the kids, her kids had everything.
Oh,
Man, you win again. Shh.
And John Yelnick is about to discover just how bad the roots of his happy life have corroded.
wait, are you wearing this?
Yeah, it's fine.
You look like a plumber or something.
Michelle wanted to be a lady who lunched. That was uncomfortable for him. That's just not where his head was at.
I'll throw on a blazer and it'll be fine.
He had no need to show, yes, I'm making money, I'm successful. He didn't need that. And she seemed to crave that.
Michelle, I hate when you play that game.
There was a tension there in the fact that she wanted a much showier life than what he was interested in leading.
And I'm going to be with a man who knows how to appreciate them and may appreciate me.
John's blind to the deepening fracture in their relationship and is shocked by what happens in May of 2002.
John, I can't do this anymore.
What are you talking about?
You know, I'm not happy. You're not happy.
I'm happy. Don't tell me I'm not happy.
The next thing you know, the marriage is over. And not only did she want a separation, John had to leave the house. He had to move out.
I don't want you here when the kids get back.
You can't just tell me to leave.
Actually, I can.
John had to be devastated.
John took his belongings and moved back to Blairsville. I don't think
That's when Julie Unger comes back into his life.
John.
Julie.
John, hi.
Julie is a former high school classmate and now lives nearby. She and her family soon grow close to the dentist.
Robert Unger was out of town a lot. Of course, his wife was there.
I'm stronger than I am, I guess. Hi, honey.
Hi.
I didn't expect you home so soon.
Do you want a beer?
No, John. I'm good. Thank you. You ready to go?
Okay, yeah. Kids? Yeah. Time to go, honey.
Okay. Let's go.
Though their relationship has been strictly platonic, John and Julie need to keep their distance from one another.
her for JJ was sufficient.
John!
She was very upset. She did contact John repeatedly at his office to harass him about giving her more money.
You still owe me money.
I don't see a single...
Excuse me, doctor. Your wife is on line 1.
Can you tell her I'll give her a call back?
Michelle kept calling. First, the girl started coming saying she's on the phone, and he said, no, I can't come right now, I can't come right now. And pushed him to the point that he went to the phone and he picked it up and said, stop calling me here.
Yeah, you know what? You too!
When John Yelnick's life completely falls apart.
John Yelnick, I have a warrant for your arrest.
What, are you serious?
Please stand up, put your hands behind your back.
For what? What did I do?
Right to remain silent.
February of 2005, in the midst of a bitter divorce, Blairsville, Pennsylvania's favorite dentist, John Yelnick, is arrested.
Police come in and they slap the handcuffs on him, take him out of the office, and he's booked for molestation of JJ.
The dentist's shock turns to rage when he sees one of the investigators is none other than Michelle's new boyfriend, Trooper Kevin Foley. He realizes his wife will stop at nothing to ruin him, and that he needs to do something about it.
For this publicity to come out in the paper, the local dentist, and all of that, it was a very, very dark time for John.
What's on the schedule for today?
Everyone's canceled for today.
John's lucrative practice is in shambles as the dentist falls into a deep depression, coping with the shame of being an accused child molester. Some in the small town are concerned about John's state of mind and that he's plotting retribution against his wife.
If she calls again, just tell her I'm not here. All right, show me those teeth. Okay, it looks a little better. Have you been staying off the stuff?
Yeah, mostly. Think you can just give me a couple extra oxys?
Definitely not.
Shouldn't be like this.
His practice may be struggling, but John has managed to reunite with his old friend, the charming but very married neighbor, Julie Younger.
But it's hard to keep perspective.
The two pick up where they left off. John tells Julie about his battles with Michelle.
I know divorces can get ugly, but this is... I never thought it could get this bad.
Julie confides in him about her struggles to get a loan to open her dream bakery. The ever-generous dentist immediately offers her the $14,000 loan she needs. The two have never been closer.
Let's do it.
His deteriorating relationship with his son, JJ. Michelle only allows supervised visits, with her boyfriend, Kevin, always nearby.
Hey, kiddo, how you doing?
JJ never respected John. The trust, everything was gone. It was difficult to even pick him up. JJ was resentful, didn't want to do anything.
I think John felt a lot of pressure. I think John felt between a rock and a hard place. He wanted to have it over with. He wanted to stand up to Michelle. But I think his relationship with his child was suffering as a result of how little time he was spending with him.
Michelle even uses the holidays to continue her torment of John.
John's waiting for JJ to come to the house. He's got the Christmas tree up. Of course, JJ never arrived for the presents.
His spirit really changed over that period of time from this kind of outgoing, more bubbly, fun, and became more withdrawn, quieter, more turned into himself.
There's one last heartbreak in store for John.
Pay $1,300 a month, just pay for the boy and the percentage to Michelle.
She has been playing with you. And this would be a good way to say to her, enough is enough.
To John's surprise, the evening of April 12th, 2006, is a special one for the long-suffering dentist. One he shares with his aunt.
Hey, Aunt Ruth. It's John.
Oh, hi, John.
I've got some great news. Guess what's right in front of me?
And he said, Aunt Ruth, I'm holding in my hand something I've been waiting for a very long time. And my mom said for the first time she heard John really happy, really excited. And she said, well, it has to be your divorce papers. And he said, yes.
So you'll be there, right?
Freedom is just a signature away.
Great.
John asks Aunt Ruth to witness the occasion at the notary's office the next day.
I'll be there.
John was happy that everything was over. It was coming to an end. This was it. The next day, it was all over. I'm starting a new chapter in my life. Everything behind me, full steam ahead, and let it be.
John then shares the good news with his friend, Julie Younger.
Have the paperwork right here.
That's great. I'm really happy for you. It's been a long time coming. John, I got it. Robert's home.
I know, buddy.
Blairsville's favorite son and homegrown dentist, John Yelnick, is dead.
By reconstruction, we can tell that John Yelnick, having been confronted in the living room of his home, turned and fled to the front door, which was locked from the inside. The assailant would have come after him. When he tried to get out that front door, the assailant pushed his head right through that pane of glass. The assailant tried to pull him back into the house. When he did that, his neck caught on the pieces of glass.
He would have been disoriented, and probably when he ended up on the floor, it was pretty much at that point that he's in the process of dying.
It wasn't the attacker's knife, but the broken glass that killed John Yelnick.